Hé, Camille, dépêche-toi. Marc a dit « J'ai une surprise ».
Oui, mais où est la surprise? Rien à voir.
Moi non plus, c'est bizarre.
Attends, on a des invités aujourd'hui, non?
Oui, Marc et Sophie, sur le bateau.
Et nous, en cuisine ici, sur le bateau?
Exact. Et regarde, ça bouge déjà.
Oh non, cuisiner sur un bateau qui bouge, c'est pas une surprise, c'est un danger.
Peut-être les deux.
Mais quelque chose manque, non?
Oui, j'espère que Marc n'a pas oublié l'ingrédient principal.
Super. Invité, un bateau, cuisine et un problème.
Bienvenue chez nous.
Wait. Yes, you're right, because you are here at French Poply, and that was a small challenge for you too. If you didn't understand it, I will play it again for you. Here is the English version, and I will come back after that. Hey, Camille, hurry up. Mark said, I have a surprise.
Yes, but where's the surprise? I see nothing.
Me neither. That's strange.
Wait, we have guests today, right?
Yes, Mark and Sophie, on the boat.
And we're cooking here, on the boat.
Exactly. And look, it's already moving.
Oh no, cooking on a moving boat? That's not a surprise, that's a danger.
Maybe both.
But something is missing, right?
Yes, I hope Mark didn't forget the main ingredient.
Great. Guests, a boat, cooking, and a problem.
Welcome to our place. So, welcome back to French Poply, your podcast to learn French by listening. I hope that was a good exercise for you. Today, as you heard before, we are about to receive a visit from Camille's friends, Mark and Sophie. As you probably know from the last episode, by the way, if you missed it, just check the description, Mark promised that he would cook something for us with ingredients from the region of Thonon-les-Bains.
Hello, everyone. I hope you are doing great and that you did the exercise before. Because today, as Bastien said, we have visitors. Mark and Sophie are coming to see us, and today you will learn some new words, and you will listen to a few dialogues between Mark, Sophie, Bastien, and me. You can take something to write with and note down the new words that are new for you. In today's lesson, you'll learn how to say hello in French when you meet new friends, how to invite them in, and a few useful words while cooking. So let's dive in and not lose too much time.
Sounds great. Oh, wait, I can already see Mark and Sophie coming. I'll go say hello first and try my French. Let's see if it works.
Salut Bastien, content de te revoir.
Salut Marc, content de te voir aussi. Bienvenue.
Merci. Est-ce que Camille est là?
Oui, elle est à l'intérieur. Entre.
Super. Et j'espère que tu es prêt. Tu as déjà acheté tous les ingrédients que je t'ai donnés?
Ouais, exactement. Tout ce que tu m'as écrit. Je suis très impatient qu'on cuisine ensemble.
Exactement. Allons-y, on commence.
Sophie, salut, content de te revoir.
Salut Bastien, ravi de te revoir aussi.
Bienvenue, entre. Installe-toi sur le pont ou fais comme chez toi.
Merci, waouh, c'est magnifique ici. Et j'espère que ça ne prendra pas trop de temps parce que j'ai faim.
Moi aussi, j'ai hâte. Tu veux quelque chose à boire? Un petit verre d'eau ou un jus?
Un verre d'eau, c'est parfait. Alors, qu'est-ce qu'on cuisine aujourd'hui?
Suis-moi, voici la cuisine. Camille et moi, on a rapporté quelques ingrédients du marché. On va laisser Marc cuisiner et on verra ce qui se passe.
Hey, before we continue, I'll briefly explain what my friends just said in French and why we use these expressions. First, you hear content de te revoir and ravi de te revoir. That's mean happy to see you again. Marc says content, cause is masculine, and Sophie says ravi, cause feminine. It's a bit more warm and personal than just saying salut. The next you hear entre and installe-toi. That's mean come in and make yourself comfortable, settle in. On a boat, space is small, so we use installe-toi to tell our guests where they can sit and relax. Another what you hear is Fais comme chez toi. That's mean Make yourself at home. This is the ultimate French hospitality phrase. Even if you are on a boat in the middle of the ocean, you want your friends to feel at home. A few more like tu veux quelque chose à boire? What's mean do you want something to drink? And j'ai hâte. What is mean I can't wait or I'm looking forward to it. Here is a small tip from me. Forget the word excité. If you are excited about the food or the trip, say j'ai hâte. It sounds much more natural. And let's continue with the last two where Bastien says voici la cuisine. What's mean here is the kitchen. You can use voici when you are physically pointing at something or showing a room to a guest. And the last but not least, Bastien says on verra ce qui se passe. What's mean we'll see what happens. Bastien says this because with Mark's cooking, it's always an adventure. It's a very common way to say, let's see how it goes. This was from me. Now let's see what's happened next, and I will come back again to break down the dialogue.
Waouh, Bastien, Camille, regardez ces filets. Ils sont magnifiques.
Ils sont très frais, Marc. On les a achetés ce matin au marché local.
Ils ont l'air délicieux. C'est quoi le nom du plat?
C'est un classique, filet de perche au beurre citronné, servi avec du chou-fleur.
Exactement. Tout vient de la région. Même le vin blanc.
Parfait. Alors, j'ai besoin de quelques trucs. Sophie, tu peux me passer le sel et le poivre?
Bien sûr, les voici.
Merci. Maintenant, d'abord, je couvre le poisson avec un peu de farine. Ensuite, je mets un gros morceau de beurre dans la poêle.
Un gros morceau.
Oui, le beurre, c'est le secret. Et à la fin, on ajoute le citron et le chou-fleur. Ça sent déjà incroyable. Je vais ouvrir le vin.
Salut, it's Camille again. Marc is busy with his butter and fish, so let's take a look at the French we just used. Cooking is actually one of the best ways to learn quantity in French. In English, you often just say salt or butter. In French, we almost always add a small word before the ingredient to mean some. First, we have du. This is used for masculine ingredients. Examples: du sel, du poivre, du beurre, du citron, du chou-fleur. Then we have de la. This is used for feminine ingredients. Example: de la farine. Here's a small tip. Think of it as a portion of. You're not eating all the salt in the world, you're just eating some of it. You also heard the phrase produit dans la région. That means produced in the region or locally grown. In France, we love talking about where food comes from. If you visit a market, you'll often see the words local or du coin. Du coin literally means from the corner, but it really means from nearby. Marc used 3 very important words to describe his cooking steps. If you know these, you can follow almost any French recipe. D'abord, first, ensuite, then, next, à la fin, at the end or finally. These words help structure instructions, step by step. You also heard ça sent déjà incroyable. That means it already smells amazing. The verb sentir can mean 2 things, to smell and to feel. When you walk into a kitchen and the butter is melting, you can say ça sent bon. That means it smells good. All right, ready to eat? I think Marc is almost done and Bastien is already pouring the wine.
Attention avec vos assiettes. Asseyons-nous ici, dehors. Le soleil se couche, c'est parfait.
Ah, waouh, la vue est incroyable. Et le poisson a l'air... Waouh, Marc, tu es un vrai chef.
Goûtons. Oh, Marc, c'est délicieux. Le beurre avec le citron, c'est un rêve.
Merci. C'est bon? Pas trop de sel?
Non, pour moi, c'est parfait. Le poisson est très tendre et le chou-fleur est encore un peu croquant.
Et le vin de la région se marie parfaitement avec le citron. Un toast pour le cuisinier.
Pour le cuisinier. Santé.
Santé tout le monde. Je suis content que ça vous plaise.
Manger sur un bateau, ça donne toujours meilleur goût.
We did it! Dinner is served. Now let's look at the last few expressions you need to survive a French dinner party. First, the basics. You'll often hear délicieux or c'est bon. That means delicious or it's good. In France, we don't just eat, we always comment on the food. Now, two very useful texture words. Tendre, tender, croquant, crunchy. For example, the fish can be tendre and the vegetables can be croquants. Another phrase you heard is trop de. That means too much of. Marc asks if there is trop de sel. That means too much salt. You can use trop de with almost anything, like trop de sucre, too much sugar. Now, let's talk about the social part of the dinner. When people raise their glasses, they say Santé. That means cheers. You also heard the word un toast. Even though it sounds like the bread, un toast is actually the act of raising your glass to honor someone. So, making un toast means making a small speech and celebrating together. Another nice expression is ça se marie bien. That means it goes well together. Literally, it marries well. In French, we often use this when talking about food and wine. For example, le vin se marie bien avec le poisson. That means the wine goes well with the fish. That's it for today. I hope you're as hungry as we are. Now it's your turn. Try to use the words délicieux or croquant in a sentence in the comments below. We'll check your French and reply to you. Subscribe for more tasty lessons and we'll see you in the next episode. Bon appétit and see you soon!